let's try this. I may have really broken my game by doing so, because I know that in Dynasty Warriors, if I wanted a button a certain way, it kind of messed with menu options as well, because it expected, for example, the right shoulder button to be that. So, for example, the right shoulder button might have been both map and page through a menu. So I might want map on like the start button. If I did that, that would be my new page through the menu button. So I've kind of messed with all the keys so that hopefully it simulates Dynasty Warriors' control scheme. If I did it right. I've never used this program before. So I might be a little awkward during menus, but I should be totally boss at the action portion.
Now.
We'll see. It's my default A button, which is going through text. It's now the top button on the controller, which is odd.
Now, gird your loins, friends. We know not what lies beyond these gates.
Me. Let me go first.
Here too, just as we feared.
Well, this doesn't look too good. So what do we do?
Fear not. I have devised a winning strategy. We begin by falling back, thereby lulling the enemy into a false sense of security. When they lower their guard, we strike. Wait for my signal, and then we
On
advance.
second thoughts, forget it.
What?
That was a close shave, wasn't it?
Confounded. My strategy did not account for the intervention of a third party.
Oh, wow! That was amazing! You really saved our bacon. Thank you so much.
We've yet to establish if this woman is friend or foe.
Charmed, I'm sure. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I'm Isla, head of the Institute of Ingenuity. It's nice to meet you, at last.
Your timing is impeccable as ever, my dear. We are in your debt.
Glad to be of service, Your Majesty. Oh, you're a jumpy one, aren't you? But I have to say, I like that in a man. Makes you all the more fun to dissect.
You mean to study me? I fear I may prove a rather complex case.
Ugh, get over yourself. She's joking, you idiot.
Oh, I never joke about my work. Why don't you pop by my lab one day and let me take a look at you? Brave Captain.
What? Wait, that's enough of that!
There will be time for that later. But first, you must help us find our way around Caliburgh. If we are to protect this place, we shall have need of your incomparable talents.
Oh, it would be my pleasure, Your Majesty. Besides... I'm not about to stand by and watch while these monsters dismantle this town. After all, what would become of all my beautiful inventions? Shall we?
Isla, was it? You're not really planning on taking Lucius back to your lab, are you? Gah, what am I saying? Thanks for helping us out back there. Ugh, I wouldn't miss the chance to help a little sweetie like you. I mean, a big, strong guardswoman, of course. Now, I do believe I promised you a tour of Caliburgh. I fear it would be more of a tour of duty than a sightseeing tour. Very droll, lad, very droll indeed. Now you two, Isla's in charge. Do as she says, or you'll regret it.
Let's teach them a lesson they won't forget.
The monsters keep pouring
I must have mixed up my tension buttons and my...
Those are called Nightmares. You can close them by beating the Moorkeepers who guard them.
Yeah, I must have mixed up my tension and my strong attack buttons.
Nightmares, eh? Well, I guess we better start shutting them down. All right, let's get to work.
I wonder if I can make a save in the middle of the game. No. So what I'll do is I will replay up to this point again, and then get that working. So give me a moment, please.
Charge, my friends! Charge!
The monsters keep pouring in through these strange portals. There's no end to them.
Those are called Nightmares. You can close them by beating the Moorkeepers who guard them.
Nightmares, eh? Well, I guess we better start shutting them down. All right, let's get to work.
Oh, that's not supposed to happen when I hit that button. That's supposed to be I think I switched character button or something. Well, I guess I'll mess with that later.
Scattered around the town. These are your inventions, I take it.
It could be that this game, the controller setup is not completely compatible yet with Dragon Quest, or I just don't know how to read it. Because I actually made a list of all the buttons. Like I went between sessions, between the beginning of this episode and the last episode. I went to Dynasty Warriors, wrote down all the keys, like which button did what, just to make sure I had it. And then I loaded up the program that reads my controller. And I tried to link them up. So for example, if the top button said button 4, and that was Muso in Dynasty Warriors, well, button 4 here was strong attack in Dragon Quest. So I switched what button 4 would be between the two. Anyway, it should have worked the first time. I don't know why it didn't, and I don't know why what I set should be the right trigger is now left trigger for Matt. It's not a huge issue right now. And the only reason I'm being that finicky about it is because I probably will be switching between the two games. And I don't want to make the same mistakes over and over because I just can't get a handle on playing two different games at once or something. And it's a shame that the game has such difficulty having things bound to it.
That's the Moorkeepers dealt with. Now we just need to take care of the stragglers.
Whoops.
Here we go! Vision! All right, job done. This ends right now. Giga Slash!
Sorry, but it won't be quite that simple. We've more guests headed this way from outside town. Though it just so happened that outside town is exactly where one of my favorite inventions is pointed.
Oh, I gotta go around.
Come on, I'll show you how it works.
Yeah, I gotta go around. So anyways, I noticed that the frames per second jumps down to a solid 30, so I don't think that's lag. I think that's just what they set it to for the Giga Slash. So I hope that doesn't become a choppy issue, because that's what happens in Dynasty Warriors 3 when it manually goes to 30. It doesn't look right during the render.
Isn't she beautiful?
Because the rest of the game is rendered at 60. So when I'm rendering something at 30, or with a 30 in it, it looks weird. It looks fine in the movie itself, like the raw footage.
The monsters are crossing the bridge. Steady your aim and fire. Bullseye! Lovely work! In the right hands, the spellcaster makes short work of any battle. Yes!
As long as we win, that's all that matters.
Oh, don't tell me. Discuss strategies in long and excruciating detail, right? Ugh, do we really have to? Ooh, a strategy meeting? My favorite. Can I join in? I have a wee favor I'd like to ask you anyway. A favor? Sure, what can we do for you? Just a little guard duty, that's all. I'll explain more once we get back to your camp.
Okay.
Right, let's get the introductions out of the way, shall we? Isla, head of the Institute of Ingenuity, as mentioned previously. And you are? Sorry, where are my manners? I'm Aurora, and this is Lucius. We're the captains of the Royal Guard. Well, you've certainly proved you're well qualified. You made swift work of those monsters back there. Poor confused dears. Anyway, as I mentioned, I have a favor to ask you. You see, there's a little something I need delivered to the city. And what might that be? Well, me and my team have been building a very interesting little ship these last few years, and all it needs now is one last vital component, a generator. We just finished moving the thing from the capital to the city gates when all the fuss started, and now the monsters are blocking the way to the Institute. That generator is the product of more blood, sweat, and tears than you'd care to imagine. So...
Yes.
I see. You would have us defend the generator while you complete its delivery to the Institute. I'm glad you catch on quickly. Can I count on you for this little favor?
Got it.
Of course, that shouldn't be any trouble at all, right, Your Majesty? None whatsoever. This ship of yours may be just the thing we need to help us survey the state of the kingdom, Isla.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. And once this little matter is dealt with, I'll be able to join you on your tour of inspection. I have plenty of other inventions besides the ship to show you. You'll not regret taking me along. Rahaha! Most heartening indeed. Then let the four of us journey together, united in our quest to restore order. Now you can switch characters in the heat of battle with whatever button I've bound it to. A talented tactician with a flair for fast-paced fire attacks. His impressive speed and remarkable reach make him an asset in any battle. The Flaming Fencer. Nice. His Inferno Slash attack unleashes a searing cyclone that swallows up whole swaths of foes. Aim it at large groups of enemies. A weighty warrior king who combines stunning strength, stupendous speed, and a spectacular selection of skills. His Crushed Ice attack unleashes a stinging series of snowy strikes, perfect for finishing off fleeing foes. A feisty and inventive fighter who bashes baddies from a distance with her boomerang. Press X or Y when she catches it to trigger a special attack. Use Whoosh to whisk a foes up into a swirling whirlwind, which she can add other attacks in to make it even wickeder. To learn more about Isla's abilities, open up the menu and take a look at the action list.
Welcome, child. Let us pray.
Let me try to rebind that real fast.
Goddess speed.
Now! Oh.
Captain.
Okay.
Well now. What?
Oh no.
Well, I hope to. That's why I went to the trouble of what I hope is correctly rebinding everything.
Watcher, be lucky. Watcher. All yours. All yours. All yours. Be lucky.
I want one of everything, so I might as well. Plus, it gives you a chance to see the item and, as equipment. I wish it was fully voice acted. So, this is the generator, eh? Well, don't worry, it's safe with us. Well, we've already cleared the town of monsters, so I'm hoping we won't have any trouble. Nonetheless, we can ill afford to be complacent. We still lack a clear picture of the monster's reach. Indeed, lad, which is why I have enlisted the aid of some of my most trusted guardsmen. Should any monsters dare to draw near, they'll taste still and plenty of it. Ha ha!
Chief, we're detecting another space-time anomaly somewhere within the town.
A night maw. One of those Mawkeeper creatures must have snuck in somehow.
It would seem so. Then this place will soon be awash with monsters. Friends, to arms! Charge, my friends!
Getting that by this. Okay, and the dodge is what I expect it to be. So let's try switch. Yep, that's a switch.
Searing slash!
Can't assign any points right now.
Inferno slash!
But of course!
Chief, we're detecting another space-time anomaly somewhere within the town.
Captain! Oh, I've got a little something for you. It's only a prototype, but I'm fairly confident it won't explode. Without going into too much detail, it extracts the essence of defeated monsters and compresses it into something resembling a coin. You can use these coins, or monster medals, as I call them, to summon those same monsters to fight for you whenever you feel like it. Not bad, eh?
Look out!
So this is a monster medal, is it?
Okay, time to put the theory into practice. Well, go on. Give your newfound friend a call.
A device that can capture defeated monsters and bend them to our will? This is a discovery indeed.
Got it.
I'm glad my work meets with your approval, Your Majesty. I hope it'll make our lives a little easier.
Over here! Timorant!
Now, rather than get bogged down with lengthy descriptions, why don't you just give it a spin? There are a few more details on monster medals and how they work. You can take a look in the menu.
Over here!
Why not give it a glance when you have a moment?
Over here! To me! Timorant! Over here! To me! Over here! Timorant! To me! Over here! To me! Timorant! Over here! Don't let me down! To me! Timorant! This is the last of them! Over here! Got it. Cold Fisher! Cold Fisher! Ah!
Understood. Inferno Slash! Burn!
But of course! Crushed ice! Go for king and country! Lend us your strength! Go for crushed ice!
To me! Got it.
We have dealt them a harsh blow!
Losing was never an option.
Not my best moment, but I did get a feel for each of the characters. Wow, monsters fighting on our side. This is brilliant. It's like the good old days. Well, almost. Sadly, it doesn't last long. If we really want things to go back to how they were, we'll need to get to the bottom of what's been behind all these recent disturbances. Oh, really? I thought things might finally be able to go back to normal. Do not be disheartened, Helix. That our former friends can be brought back to their senses at all is a sure sign that a solution to our problem exists. You really think so? Great! Then let's keep trying our hardest to fix everyone. I'm going to do everything I can. Now then, enough about monster coins. Let's move on to more immediate matters, shall we? We've managed to get the generator closer to my lab. Let's head back to camp for a rest and leave things in the capable hands of my researchers for now, shall we? And that should pretty much cover it for tonight.
Thank you so much.
It is now 1:30 in the morning on the 4th. And of course, I should try to get it edited and rendered overnight for the few hours of sleep I'll manage before work. Thanks, everyone. The generator is safe and sound. We couldn't have done it without you. Rahaha! There is no need to thank us, dear girl. We could hardly have left you high and dry. Yeah, and besides, it was your monster medals that really saved the day. Though our victory is encouraging, I cannot help but be troubled by the monster's behavior. Why would they be compelled to attack the generator? That's a good question. Perhaps they were drawn to the energy it gives off? I'll have to look into that one. But for now, let's focus on the task at hand. Once the generator is safely installed at the Institute, we'll have all we need to start traveling the world in style. You'll not regret helping me with this, I promise.
Welcome, child. Let us pray.
I don't know if it's really necessary considering autosave, but those 3 minutes may be the 3 minutes of cutscene or something. I'll try loading and seeing what that's about, where it leaves off. Alright, well, anyways, again, thank you very much for choosing to watch Tran Plays Dragon Quest Heroes. The world trees will in the blight below. I'll see you next time.